Hello students, welcome to my channel. So I came with the lecture 3 for you for your genetics. So up to the previous class, we had discussed on the prokaryotic transcription. Now today we are going to start a very important topic, that is eukaryotic transcription. See, for the eukaryotic cell and the prokaryotic cell, there is a small difference. Your prokaryotic cell is having only one chamber and eukaryotic cell is having two chambers. Now, what will you call it as? Mainly these are the cell organisms which are present in your prokaryotic cell as well. Then what this green colored chamber called as? Yes, this is our nucleus. And in this nucleus, the double-stranded DNA is present. So mainly what is the main difference between your eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell is, in eukaryotic cell, the DNA you find within a nucleus, another chamber inside the cell. But in prokaryotic cell, the circular DNA is already there within the cytoplasm only. So obviously, this is gonna be a difference, or this is gonna be creating a difference between the eukaryotic transcription and prokaryotic transcription. Well, now I'm going to explain the eukaryotic transcription. Now you are not going to face any difficulties in this because you already studied prokaryotic one. So this is not gonna create much more difference with respect to the previous case. So I just took this DNA from the nucleus to outside so that I can show you how the transcription works for the eukaryotic cells. Now the same, these are the codons. So the double-stranded DNA, what I made it, I just make it stretched so that we can study and we can understand. Now, my dear students, I already told you, in the total length of the DNA, not all the parts are going to be participating for the transcription. There are small parts which are present in the total length of the DNA which are taking participation for the transcription, means DNA to RNA conversion. And those small parts, those useful parts in the DNA strands are called as gene. That you already know. You also know in this gene, there are total 3 parts. The first one is called as the promoter. Now for the eukaryotic gene also, this is called as promoter. The middle part, which is gonna take part for the transcription, is called structural gene. And the last but not least, this is called as the terminator region. Now, this naming is exactly same with your prokaryotic transcription. Now, what will happen? See, there are the codes. Okay, so let me name those. You know, this is a Tata sequence. I told you this is a Tata sequence, and the promoter box is sometimes called as Tata box because this is the initiator codons. Okay, these are the initiator codons so that your transcription can start. And here the codes could be A, T, C, C. Say this is G, again A, again your T, C, G, C, C, like this. Okay, just I have taken this arbitrarily. Now, I told you any of the strand of the DNA which is gonna be take part in the transcription is called as the template strand. So I am taking this red one as template, and the obviously the it will start from the 3' end and it will be ended at the 5' end. And you know the lower part, which is a coding part or non-template strand, it is just the opposite. So it is starting from the 5' end and it is ended at the 3' end. This is known thing because I explained these things already in my previous lectures pretty well. So if you are new to my channel and you are just watching this video, so I am requesting you to please go to the previous videos that I explained before. And this all of the things in eukaryotic transcription, prokaryotic transcription is almost same. So this will give you a brief idea before coming to this eukaryotic transcription. Okay. Now, if everything is same, then what is the difference? Cellular difference we understood. Na? Nucleus is not there in case of the prokaryotic cell. Now in eukaryotic cell, the transcription happens within nucleus. That is understandable, right? Transcription happen within nucleus. That is for the eukaryotic cell. Now for the prokaryotic cell, it happens in the cytoplasm. The reason is quite understandable, right? Because DNA is present inside the nucleus, so copying process will surely take place within the nucleus, right? So this is inside the nucleus. These things are happening for the eukaryotic cell, okay? Now, unlike our prokaryotic transcription, in eukaryotic transcription, there are 3 enzymes which are taking part to this RNA, that is the transcription. So, the enzymes are basically RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, and RNA polymerase 3. So there is no rocket science behind this. RNA polymerase, DNA dependent RNA polymerase here also are there, but it is not only one enzyme. So try to understand the difference. In case of the prokaryotic cell, only one enzyme was there, RNA polymerase. And that was capable to make all the different type of the RNAs, tRNA, mRNA, and rRNA. But in case of the eukaryotic transcription, this picture is somehow here. Basically, 3 type of the enzymes are available. Why 3 types of enzyme are available? Because see, we are eukaryotic organisms, right? So we are somehow developed with respect to bacteria. So why will do all the things with one enzyme only if I can get 3 different enzymes to do 3 separate RNA making, right? So the first one The first one, RNA polymerase 1, this is basically we use, or it is basically used for the making of rRNA. Okay. The RNA polymerase 2 is basically used to make mRNA, messenger RNA. And the last one is used for the tRNA. Now you can see it is RMT. So you can even remember the sequence as RMT sequence. Okay. So R M T. Please remember this sequence RMT. So rRNA, RNA polymerase 1, mRNA, RNA polymerase 2, tRNA, RNA polymerase 3. So for eukaryotic cell, for different RNA, the different enzymes are there. So when your cell is going to make, or when the obviously your cell is going to make rRNA, then RNA polymerase 1 enzyme will come to the picture. If it is going to make mRNA, accordingly RNA polymerase 2 enzyme will come to the picture, and the tRNA, RNA polymerase 3 will come to the picture. Okay, now let's take, like, I'm going to make the rRNA first. So time I'm going to take, yes, RNA polymerase 1. So this enzyme came, RNA polymerase 1. I'm writing is like this way, okay? RNA polymerase 1. Now what will happen? This enzyme came in front of the Z gene. Now it will go to the gene's promoter region, data box, right? But can it go by its own? Because in prokaryotic transcription, there was one factor, sigma, which was helping the enzyme to go to the promoter box. But here also same thing will happen? No. Here, RNA polymerase 1 is it at all capable of to go by its own. Not only polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 3, all the enzymes are capable by their own to go to the data box. They don't require any sigma factor. So it go to here, okay, self-sufficient type, and it attached to this sequence. Now my work is over. Now RNA polymerase 1 will go to the structural gene part, and the rest of the stories are basically same. So you know there are certain nucleotides, free nucleotides are present inside your cell cytoplasm. Okay, so RNA polymerase 1, it will take off this free nucleotides one by one, and it will be started joining them together to make the RNA. Now my dear students already knows how the sequence been done. Now who of the students who are just watching my video for the first time, for them I'm telling, see, if it will be in a complementary way. A's complementary is always T, but in RNA there is no T. Obviously it will come as U. For the T, A can come. For the C, G. For the C, again G, C. For the A, again U. Uracil will come. Na? For the RNA, thymine is not there. So A's opposite is T, but in case of the DNA only, for the RNA, A's opposite is U. Okay, A's opposite is U, T's opposite is A. A is there in RNA, so we can write and G. Okay, so we made the total RNA in a complementary manner. So it is complementary, na? And we are copying from 3' to 5'. So RNA we had made 5' to 3'. Cool? Okay. Now, what will happen next now? Already all the nucleotides are polynucleotide or the nucleic acid. Our, see, this is RNA polymerase 1, so it made a rRNA, right? So we already made this rRNA. Now I need to stop the process because my RNA is already made. So the question is, here also we required some rho factor. The answer is again no. We don't require any rho factor. Because in eukaryotic transcription, starting factor, ending factor does not require. Your enzyme itself is very capable. It can start the transcription, it can end the transcription as well. So as long as we are just sensing this terminator code, this transcription will be stopped automatically. Auto process. As long as your transcription stopped, your RNA, your rRNA just it will come normally from the pores of the DNA. Okay, there are certain pores are there in the strand of the DNA, and your beautiful rRNA came out, right? So here it is, your beautiful rRNA. Now finally it came out from the DNA, and it will finally came out from the nucleus also, because in nuclear membrane there are certain pores are also there, so it can easily come out to the cytoplasm. Okay, now why it is coming out to the cytoplasm? Because for the prokaryotic and eukaryotic, both the cases, protein synthesis or translation happens in cytoplasm only. But in prokaryotic transcription happens inside the nucleus, and for the prokaryotic, the translation both happens in cytoplasm. This is only difference, okay? So I'll write it down for you in the board. Don't worry, just I'm telling right now, okay? So your rRNA is ready to serve its job, okay? Now same thing can be happen for the tRNA also. tRNA also can be made like a similar way, but in tRNA the enzyme will change to RNA polymerase 3. Okay, separate enzymes. But there is a twist for making messenger RNA. Whenever, in case of the eukaryotic transcription, messenger RNA cannot be made directly. So in case of the eukaryotic cell, firstly one RNA gets generated, that is hnRNA. And from that hnRNA, messenger RNA created, and then it's come out to the cytoplasm. So there is a twist in case of your mRNA making. For tRNA and rRNA, no twist is there. So this twist we will be studying in my next lecture. Okay. I hope this part is clear to you. So before I can end my lecture, I just want to write something for you and your knowledge, because I don't want you to be lacking in terms of your knowledge, so that you can attend all your questions in your need. See, the first point, please do remember, in case of the prokaryotic cell, transcription takes place in cytoplasm. In of your eukaryotic cell, okay, I'm so sorry. Transcription takes place in or within nucleus. Okay, in nucleoplasm, basically you can call it as. So prokaryotic cell nucleus is not there, na? So no way. So their transcription takes place in cytoplasm. In eukaryotic cell, transcription takes place inside the nucleus or in nucleoplasm. But when we will be going for the protein synthesis, which is followed by the transcription, that for both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell always takes place in cytoplasm. So don't you worry, those things we will be doing after we are completing transcription. Okay, so this is up to the today's lecture, students. eukaryotic transcription, we discussed about like what are the differences, how it takes place. And I already discussed about the rRNA and tRNA making, but the mRNA making process is quite twisting. And that twisting part, I am even it remains twist because we will be continuing this part in our next lecture. So in the next class, we are going to do the last class for our eukaryotic transcription. And then next class, after the next class, the remaining class onward, we will be starting translation. So please be with me, and the students who are just watching me for the first time, please make sure you are subscribing me, you are liking the videos, you are commenting, because if you want me to teach you the chemistry, physics also for your upcoming NEET, please let me know in the comment box. And please be with me and follow the lectures. And if you have any query, you can drop a mail. My mail ID is already there in the description box, or you can comment also. Till then, do study, get motivated towards your NEET, and study hard. And also stay safe and stay at home. Thank you so much. See you in the next class.